When collecting feedback for my rough cuts, final cut and ancillary projects, I had to bear in mind my appropriate target audience, as if I had collected feedback from the wrong target audience, it would be unlikely that there would be a dominant reading, meaning that the audience accepts the meaning of the music video, and would be more likely that they had an oppositional reading, as they would not understand the theme, genre, or style of my products. Therefore, it's crucial that every time I needed feedback that was from the correct marketability in order for them to positively identify with my music video and ancillary tasks, creating a positive response to all three. When researching into the potential audience for my music video, I used Michael Maffesoli's Urban Tribes theory. I mainly gathered this information from Channel 4's website on the topic. As you can see, Urban Tribes divide into 5 different categories: aspirant, leading edge, mainstream, urban, and alternative. From my research, I can conclude that the most fitted audience for my music video fell under the aspirant category. Within this category, 2 of the 3 possible groups fitted, this being trendies and RAs. They would have an interest in this song as they like searching and following the best new thing, and Lorde is definitely this, as she is an up-and-coming artist. Furthermore, the fact that she also writes her own songs will then further appeal to them, as they like the fact that she is true to herself, something which they try to promote about themselves as well. The iconography throughout the music video is also something they would enjoy, as the themes running throughout are very materialistic, and both would stereotypically come from a wealthy background. This is something that would relate to them, making them more likely to fit in with the expensive lifestyle of the pop icon. Furthermore, the aspirant market is also one that can be targeted through social media and magazine billboards, making them an ideal market for a pop song, as they'd be highly influenced by celebrities and the world around them. The research I gathered was correct about who my marketability would be. Therefore, I gathered research at various stages throughout creating my music video and ancillary tasks, as well as during my research and planning to make sure I'd end up with a piece that my marketability would enjoy. This then making it effective and professional. I did this by using online sites and social networking sites to gather my feedback, such as Twitter and YouTube, as this is what my target audience use. When creating my music video, I went through 3 different rough cut stages. The first cut stage, we gathered feedback from YouTube comments. This was effective as they were commenting on it whilst they were seeing it, meaning that they didn't have to remember what was good about the video and what was bad. The main points we got from this feedback were: keep the kaleidoscope effect, cutaways were effective and fitted in the theme, although there was more needed, makeup was effective as it fitted with the theme, framing needed work. They liked the extreme close-ups, however the ones we used were partially blurry, but they didn't like the sepia and black and white effects, and it needed more variations of shots in the second verse. From this feedback, I decided to keep the kaleidoscope effect. This is something that we added in because we thought it would fit with the theme and be a nice change from the cutaway sequences. However, our target audience took a strong liking to this, so making us incorporate this effect in our video a lot more. They also prefer this effect to the sepia and black and white effects we added, meaning that we got rid of these. These were originally incorporated as we thought it carried the vintage theme very well, as they carry connotations of the vintage era. However, the audience said that they didn't fit with the theme and the rest of our music video, as it was bright and colourful, meaning that was too much of a contrast. This wasn't effective because it made it seem too dissimilar, reducing the brand identity and making it seem as though these effects were just thrown in. With regards to needing a greater variation in the second verse, we reshot this part to make the video look more effective. The shots on the first rough cut were very amateur, and we did not realise this until the feedback, with the framing very unprofessional and the shakiness of the camera making it unrealistic. When filming this, we incorporated a lot of different shots that we previously didn't in both verses 1 and 2. This then made our music video seem more entertaining to watch, and as it was solely performance-based, keeping the audience interested was a must, especially as there was no narrative to break up the lip-syncing. After adjusting our video to make it more effective, we then asked for more feedback. This feedback was gathered from 3 different mediums: iMessage, YouTube, and Twitter. Our second rough cut feedback told us the framing still needed more work, it was slightly too repetitive, the lip syncing was good, there was good continuity, it cut too fast in some places, the intro needed to be removed, and there was effective mise en scene. From this feedback, we decided to concentrate on the framing due to the fact this was picked up on both of our rough cuts, meaning that the first time around we had not effectively fixed it. This then showed us how crucial the element was and how something like this was really noticeable and ruined the effectiveness of the video. So we rewatched this a few times to eliminate this. After this is done, Emily and I then watched it for the final time and decided that it looked a lot more professional now. We chose to ignore that our marketability had suggested it was cut too quickly because we thought that the song had a slow beat. It needed to be cut faster to make sure it didn't drag and seem boring. We thought if we had cut to the beat like Andrew Goodwin primarily suggested, that our audience would lose interest very quickly. Also, as our song is from the pop genre, a convention of this is fast cuts. So we decided to keep and stick to this convention and ignore what Andrew Goodwin said and keep a fast-paced cutting. The dislike of this could be because the people mentioned in these type of comments don't fit to our urban tribe category, meaning that the way in which we have targeted our audience does not fit to the theme as they belong to a different tribe. This then means that even though we have specifically targeted Ras and Trendies, our video will also appeal to other urban tribes, although they wouldn't like the whole of the video. Also, it suggested that our song was slightly too repetitive. However, we believe this helped us create our brand identity as we used the repetitive scenes as part of our ancillary tasks. For instance, we repeated the chorus and the two generic pose, the gun pose and the fan pose. Also, Steve Neal suggests that the use of repetition is effective in creating a music video, especially from the pop genre. Lastly, the suggestion that we removed the intro to the song, we agreed on, as we thought this suggested to the song that it made it look amateur. Our last rough cut feedback was gathered from our classmates, meaning that not only they would be from our urban tribe, they would also be teenagers, which we also tried to target. They would also know about music conventions and the technicality of them. Below is the main feedback we received. Colour grade, lip sync slightly out in some places, better ending needed, locations are good. As you can tell, this feedback is mostly touch-ups. We went back through and made sure the lip sync 100% matched the song, as this is a crucial element of a music video, and if this was out, the marketability would definitely lose interest and not continue watching it. This would then be because it obviously looked unprofessional. This bit of feedback then helped us make sure our music video did not look amateur. With regards to colour grading we still done this on Final Cut, and it just made the scenes look more like they were shot on the same day, giving an extra bit of continuity. This was effective as it helped the music video flow more and now have no abrupt changes in it with regards to colour or style. For instance, in the extreme close-up of Emily's lips, there was a clear colour difference, and after changing this, our music video looked more effective. This then taught us that the minor problems within a music video are extremely noticeable when watching it back, and after they have been fixed, it makes the video look a lot more professional. With regards to the comments about a better ending needed, as it trailed off, we made the ending trail off rather than ending abruptly. This is something we did not have to do in the previous year, so we did not know if this would work well. But after doing this, we decided that it did look and sound a lot better. And we wanted to make sure our audience left on a positive rather than a negative, making them feel negative about our music video. We also gathered feedback from our Final Cut to see if we had successfully and effectively created a music video which our target audience would like. This is some examples of what they commented on. Mise-en-scene editing is effective, liked the theme, cuts helped pick up the pace of the song, more emotion needed from actress. The majority of the feedback was positive, meaning that the audience understood and accepted our interpretation of Lord's tennis court. This then leads to Stuart Hall's idea about the audience had a dominant reading, as we left no room for much of their own interpretation. I think we have successfully targeted our audience, as the majority of the comments are positive. Also, they commented positively on mise-en-scene.